And I too will be eating excessive amounts of ramen in just a couple of months. Fellow students, congratulations on achieving academic awesomeness. You've worked really hard to be here. You've most likely skipped out on hanging out with friends to finish homework, stressed over getting an A to get an A on a big presentation, or stayed up late to study for tests. I've done these things. We've all done them, and if you haven't already, you just wait. Success in high school, college, your career, your life means making sacrifices. Nothing worth having comes easy, guys. But first, you gotta know what it is to you that's worth having. When you think of the future, of your future, I hope you're thinking of one that's better than how it is now. Not worse, of course. Not the same, but better. And to get to that better future, a future that's worth having, you're gonna need to take risks. Risks that will make you feel uncomfortable, that in themselves sacrifice your sense of security. When you take those risks, when you take a challenging class, pursue a new passion, or cultivate one you already have, you're gonna go through very rough times. And if you wanna get through them, if you wanna achieve something that's hard for everyone else to achieve, you're gonna have to be willing to do what no one else is willing to do. Optimizing your time to reach those goals means giving up the hours you spend on Instagram, Twitter, video games, YouTube, pointless texting, and Snapchatting. I've given up a lot of these things, not because I had to, but because I needed to. I started to think, what do the hours I spend on Snapchat, Instagram, whatever's taking up so much of my attention, do to help me get closer to my future? And then suddenly, these sacrifices seemed necessary. When things get rough, when AP Physics is threatening to shove a big fat L down my throat, I think back on the legless boy who sadly watched his friends run around, the charred man who begged for money with a burnt hand, the haggard blind woman who tapped her stick down alleys I even now would be afraid to venture down. All of them were people I'd see every day as a kid growing up in the Philippines. It's a quite poverty-stricken country, if you hadn't known that. And that's when I remember why I want to be a biomedical engineer, why I want to have the knowledge and skills to develop low-cost medical treatments for third world countries. I remember that what I'm doing now is going towards the better future I want for myself and especially for others. Now, some of you may already know what you want to be when you grow up, and some of you have absolutely no idea. Regardless of where you are in that spectrum, the journey to your better future has already started. Right now, you're soaking up all sorts of knowledge you'll be using in some way later down the road. I encourage you to take all the opportunities you can to learn more and grow. Take risks. Aim to study thoroughly for hard classes. Make mistakes. Expose yourself to different kinds of people. Nurture your passions and subjects, music, sports, public service, whatever your heart is set on. You and I are so lucky to go to a school where we can do all of those things. By taking such opportunities, I've not only strengthened my character and my confidence in a better future, but I've also felt truly satisfied with how much I've grown these past few years. I want you to experience that too. Always imagine your future self. Do what you gotta do to be that person. Whatever future you choose to have, make sure it's one that drives you, one that's worth all the sacrifices. You'll be making a lot of those. Again, congratulations, and I wish you all the best. Thank you.